Hey guys, Scott McGregor here from Dudes in the Dome. I got Lawrence Johns. We're going to be talking about this year's event coming up May 25th, 23rd to the 25th, and I'll put the link down below if you want to sign up. Lawrence, why don't you tell us a bit about this year's theme?
Yeah, so this year we've come up with the theme of welcoming ourselves home. And the reason for that is, from the conversations that we've been having as we're trying to sort of thrash out what a good theme would be for this year, um, is just thinking about what home means. And of course, sadly, some of us didn't have homes that were all of these things, but I'm thinking about an archetypal home of safety, security, like sustenance, a place where we can get connection and love, a place where we can replenish. And in many ways, I think when we talk about the work, men's work particularly, the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking it is a kind of return to that space, a return to a space that we had to compromise to survive. We had to bend ourselves into different shapes to fit in. And often I know I certainly did. I lost a sense of safety with myself and security and connection and love for myself, and often saw myself as like my own worst enemy. And even now, I've been doing the work for a long time. Um, there's still parts of myself that am I willing to welcome them home? Am I willing to, those bits I locked away or maybe sabotage me sometimes? Is there a way I could bring them in and give them the love and connection and gratitude they need for how they've tried to keep me safe over the years? So, yeah, the theme of this weekend, of this gathering, is going to be welcoming myself home, welcoming ourselves home. And that means when we say all is truly welcome here, are there parts of ourselves that we don't really welcome, even into the safe places where we do the work? And what might it be like if we could? What might it be like if we could? And so, yeah, in a nutshell, that's the theme for the Dudes in the Dome 2025.
Number five, year number five. Yeah, thanks. Welcoming ourselves, welcoming all of our aspects. Some that we might have said, oh, that's not a good part. I don't want to show that to anyone. But yeah, to reclaim some of our full self and to create an environment where people feel safe to do that with each other.
Yeah,
Be held.
certainly.
Yeah, you want to say anything more about like what someone might get from the weekend or what to
Well,
expect?
I think, yeah, I mean, I think what people might get from the weekend is, I think sometimes in parts of us that we've locked away, they could sorely do with a bit of recognition. Sometimes there's part of us that there's part of me. Let me make it about me. It's part of me that I don't like. Part of me that I've locked away because I thought it was too aggressive, too whatever, not welcome, too ugly. And actually, not only did it become those things to try and protect me, there's a part of me that desperately needs that.
Mm.
I'm still alive in this world, and sometimes I still need those parts of me that I might not want to look at. I need them every now and again. So I think men might get that, I hope, is a more sense of completeness. Um, but, mostly, and that's what I think is really great about what we do with Dudes in the Dome. And if why you haven't been, I think you should come. It's like what we make isn't a workshop. It isn't like a 2.5 day workshop. It just isn't. It's a gathering of like-minded men, and we get to spend time with each other, hang out with each other, eat with each other, play music with each other, like all this great stuff that we get to do. And there's this gentle theme that goes through it. So we leave with something too. And so if you're thinking of coming, I want you to know this ain't something where you're going to come and you're going to be put through the mill and you're going to leave on Sunday feeling exhausted. You ain't. You're going to feel replenished on the Sunday. This is men coming together in a way to replenish and heal and connect with each other. So we're trying to welcome you home. too. And I think, and it's become our home. So Scott, do you want to tell us a little bit about the space? Because that's sort of become the dude in the dome's home, right?
Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that intention. Yeah, it's not going to be like morning till night doing work and beating towels or whatever it would be. It's going to be a lot of replenishment and rejuvenation and get to have downtime with each other. And yeah, because it is in this beautiful place in nature, we've got a 2,500-year-old yew tree that we can take a walk to nearby. There's running water, there's streams, just the feel of the land free from any electricity or anything like that. Really getting in touch with nature and how supportive nature is for healing and bringing people together. So good place to do this kind of work of welcoming ourselves home, home to ourselves, home to the earth.
Fantastic.
Great. So we'll put a link down below and hope to see you there.